Alright, welcome back to Family Farm using Riverview version 2 beta. This is not out yet. Because Roy's a nice, kind gentleman, no matter what I say about him, he is. He's let me have a beta version of version 2, which should be out hopefully end of the month or middle of next month. So with that, shall we just have a quick word from our sponsor, or I'll just explain what happens here. The idea is I took over the family farm, which has been in the family for generations. Great-great-grandfather started it. Great-grandfather took it over father. No me. No, I am not a farmer. Which will become apparent as we carry on. I want to make my way in the world, but I made a few bad decisions, a bad marriage and one or two other things. Didn't go too well. Father died not so long ago and I have taken over the farm. And I think it beholds me to keep the farm going. So that's the story. So with that, after a word from the sponsors, or actually the splash screen from PCSG, which I urge you all to join. We are a friendly enough bunch. Even if they do allow me in there, and as a moderator, come to that. Don't worry, I don't hit the banhammer hardly at all, unless it's someone trying to sell some form of patent medicine for making. I can't really put that very kindly, so I won't bother to go on any further with that thought. Anyway, splash screen, and away we go. Alright, there we go. I think we got all the halves and done. Well, when you were after you left us last time, we're gonna have a quick go at doing some ploughing. Now, which one should I take? Let's have a look here. This is done 1R. This is done 1.8. Mind you, I'm a JCB man, so I'm gonna shut this one down and open this one up. And I have no idea what I've done with the plough. But we're going to go and plough the field we just harvested. Just hope I remember which one it was. Here, go, my memory's like. Well, if you don't, you soon will. I don't know. Better. Alright, so I just had a slight problem with the electronics on the tractor, but we've got it all sorted now. Alright, let's see if we've got the plough. Oh, there's the plough. Now we use something called a Colty plough, apparently. I have no idea what it does, but this is actually a subsoiler, which, as I understand it, we wouldn't normally be using every time, but that's all we've got at the moment. We will have to see if we can afford a proper cultivator later, and a reasonable sized one. I know some people say size and everything, but I tend to disagree on ploughs and cultivators. There's our workshop. Now, all the fields except for one haven't a thing in them. I'm going to have to get down and do some serious planting once I've got this one sorted out. This should be fun. Watch me go back and forwards along here and getting caught up in a tree. Oh, in a hedge. Lovely area here. I'm actually quite happy to be back, to be honest. I didn't want to come back, but now I'm back. I'm very happy to be here. There we go, we'll get this sorted out. We'll do this end, we'll do all the way around, I suppose. And all this end wants doing isn't a lot of runoff this end. I want enough room to turn around. We have the I think it was maize. What was in here? Okay, I've got a terrible memory. I can't remember who I am most of the time. Mind you, that comes down to the ex-wife done that to me a bit. Not one of my best moves marrying her, but it seemed right at the time. The one main regret is because I don't see my daughter a lot now. And I haven't a son to take over. Perhaps I can see my daughter a bit more as she gets older. When she has a mind of her own and is allowed to go her own way, she may want to come and see her old man. And perhaps she might be interested in farming, or whoever she mates up with, maybe. Whether she marries as a living lover of either sex, I'm not fussed. But we do need someone to be able to take over this farm when I'm past it, which hopefully won't be for a few years yet. This is one of those jobs which is quite relaxing but boring. I think the two words go together. You see, we've got nice clean fields all the way around. It won't be long before the weeds start to grow. We have a weeder, and once we get all these sown, I will start looking out for some other work. Mainly weeding and spraying, I think. Oh, we could do some liming and some solid fertilizer, but we will be looking for other work using our own equipment. I'm not going to harvest anything. I wish the old man had got GPS on there, but you can't have everything, as they say. At least he did buy the wider subsoiler, so we can at least get a little bit more done. This would have been murder with a 3 metre, it's better with a 4 metre. Now, animals are first on my list. Once I get some wheat or barley, is to get some chickens. I would like a nice flock of chickens. I already got the order for the animals. That will be chickens, sheep, and cows once I get myself established. Now we are in a time of very depressed farm prices. In an area of very depressed farm prices. It's going to be very hard to make money on this farm. That I do know. I've talked to a lot of the other farmers about the area, and they all say the same thing. If you want to make money, build houses on your land. It's the only way. But as the local council have a plan, yes, excuse the hollow laugh, I heard these local council and government plans in the past, and they all seem to be a load of absolute twaddle. Good word, that twaddle. I don't believe a word of it. Normally, if you grease the palms enough, they will come across and allow you to build, but I haven't got the money to grease palms. In fact, I owe quite a bit as it is. And I think about it, I ought to just phone the bank up and get them to transfer at my current account to pay off some more of the bank loan. But we will do that next. We have a quick phone call to the bank. I can do it electronically. No need to involve any real. But mind you, trying to find real people in the bank nowadays, it's almost impossible. Just do that now as I'm thinking about it. Wrong one. Oh no, we haven't got a loan. We are clear now. Didn't believe we were clear, but you can see we haven't any real money out. See what the there's a few fertilizer missions there. They could be worth getting. Especially if they're not grown anything yet. We have to have a look before we do any. And what are crop prices at the moment? Oh, well, they're quite good. Remarkably good. Too good, actually. Where am I? Let's come out of character for one moment. I had that wrong. It should be on hard. That's better. As you can see, we're hard pressed to make much more than an average of £100 a tonne on wheat. About the same on barley. The port's paying well for barley at the moment, but we ain't got any. We could go and sell up at the freight yard some of the maize. But I think we need to get this done first. Get this done. Get this fertilised. And excuse me, think about selling. I had a hurried dinner to get on with this, and it shows. I think it's just a level I could come in a bit, but if I come in too far, I'm going to miss bits, and that only annoy you. Right, well, 4 and 6 are going to have oats on them. I already decided on that. 7 has got soy on already. I think 8 will have barley. 9 and 10 will have wheat. And 11 will probably have rape. I'm only going for grain crops. Stuff we can cut with the down the header. Could be sold the other header off. I wasn't going to do any more maize for the moment. As this is quite a normal area, there's no green energy here, there's no BGA, so we can't sell silage there, so we won't be doing it. Quite simple. But we can use silage later, but I think if we do that, we just cut the grass around the edges of the fields. We will want some hay. We can do the same for that. Just cut some grass around the edge of the field to make hay. And we've got plenty of grass round the farmyard anyway, round where the sheep pen is. Actually inside the sheep pen, inside the cattle pen, round the cattle pen. We've got plenty of places we could actually make some hay. And I'll only do that before we get some, well, sheep would be the first. They want hay or grass. And the normal thing is I won't be feeding them grass all the year round. In fact, it doesn't do, especially cattle, that much good to have grass all the year round. It does tend to bloat them a bit. There's nothing worse than a bloated curve. Have you ever tried getting rennies down them? Other antacids are available, by the way. Oh, we're getting on with this now nicely. One of those little jobs which is boring to do but has to be done, which is why I want to get a cultivator for next year where we're only going to cultivate most of the fields. I've got to change the seeder, and I can't really afford to change the seeder over. Just about afford to get a decent cultivator. But we won't be ploughing it every time, only when necessary, when it gets so compacted that it needs shaking up a bit. I have to take Bruno out for a good walk later. Must look after the hound. Dad's hound. Dad had in his will left money for looking after the animals, but I couldn't take Bruno away from the farm. He's about 5 years old now. He's not old. But he's lived all but the 6 months of his life on the farm. He knows it. And I'm soppy about animals, which is why I'm determined to get some. May, if we can ever afford it, change one of these fields into a pig area and another one into a horse area. I'm going to do a couple of horses every year. I think once we get going we won't have to do any contracting. I'm only going to do contracting once we need it to keep the farm going. Father didn't, and well, most of what you see here was bought during grandfather's time, except for this tractor. This tractor was brand spanking new. He hadn't had it very long. He saved up for years for this. Ever since JCB started to make tractors, and that's a few years ago now. It was the first fast track he wanted one, but he could never afford one. Oh, it's blowing low. The old rooks and crows. Like the field, I don't mind having the rooks and crows in the field. Actually, they take some grain, but they also take a hell of a lot of insects, most of which we don't want. Some we do. They do take a lot of worms, which are handy to the soil. Hey, you're not scared, are you? There's always one, isn't there? Yeah, it's nice, gentle little work. Oh, that move this time. I'm going to run you over. And that one's a crow. May have been a raven, as you think, but it had a slightly grey back to it. Don't see too many ravens around here. Or even a jackdaw, but a bit big for a jackdaw. Because you know what they say about rooks and crows, don't you? If you see a rook, it's a crow. If you see several crows, they're rooks. Easy way to tell them apart. Rooks always nest together. You see big rookeries in the trees. Crows nest by themselves. They're not quite as gregarious. In fact, the collective name, I think I asked this question in another video actually, coming out of character for 1 minute. The collective name for rooks is a parliament. Mind you, if you hear them, you can understand why. Then watch Parliament channel or the news. In fact, I think the rooks are a bit quieter and better behaved. Oh, better look ahead. I haven't got anything exciting for you good folks to see today, I'm afraid. It's just this. Next time it'll be a bit of fertilising and seeding. Fertilising should take long. We can go over the ones that need fertilising, which are all the bare fields with the solid fertiliser spreader. Mind, I don't know if the other fields need it, but this one does. We just go quickly with the solid. I'm not certain if I've got. I think I'm going to have to go up to the store too. We may do that in the next episode and buy a whole load of fertiliser and seed. So I think we will be starting seed in the next couple of 3 episodes. And I bet I forget exactly what I can do. Because I was going to put 7 or 8 down for wheat. but with 7 already taken with soy, and it will be the last crop that Father planted. We'll keep that going. Don't really want soy because in fact all we can do with it is export it. That will have to, no matter what the price of the soy, will have to go to the docks to be exported with. There's no call for it in Britain, not enough anyway. And we'll be down to a very tight rotation of oats, wheat and barley and rape. Once we can get some money together, we will put some break crops, well, not so much break crops, but some other crops in like beet. Sugar beet very big in Britain. Potatoes also very big in Britain. Look at this, it's absolutely clean, this tractor. I'm going to have to remember to wash this regularly. This is the Dead Memorial tractor. I have to say, it's got some good equipment here. What I've seen of it and what I've talked to some of the other guys. But I have a personal liking for class combines, so I will be trying to get one on the farm. Only a small one, I don't want anything too big. But I think a nice class. We'll do is down to the ground. The New Holland is good. In fact, it's excellent. Other equipment I need to change. Trailers, I could do some bigger, but they will stay here. Bales I'm not going to be doing until we get some animals. In fact, we will need a bale shed before we do bales. And there's no way I can afford that. I have got the hay loft, I can put some hay and straw in there. And that's be easier to collect it unbaled. If I want some silage, I will have to do some bales then and make it into silage, but I don't need anywhere to store it. It can be just stored outside on the ground. I almost nodded off there. Yeah, job about not compacting the soil. Boy, I've been driving over that bit. Oh, we've done over 2 hours on this tractor. At least we can service it here ourselves. Although this one really should go back to the garage to be serviced. It's too new to do it myself. Get 1 year out of it, then that'll be time to start working on it and trying to mess it up myself. But I didn't think the old man was quite as conscious of colour coordination as he has been on this. You may notice that the weight on this is in the same colour as the tractor, and the fence is the same, it's the same colour weight as the tractor. And I think all the lifting gear, the front loader gear is JCB yellow. I doubt if I'll keep that up if I change the tractors over. I shan't change the weights. Might have got a little bit of homebrew just to do them with, you know, give them a quick touch up, but that'd be about it. Oh, we're over halfway. I'm hoping I can make enough money to employ someone to do some of the work, some of the more boring stuff. Oh, it looks like we missed the end here. I have to go up that edge. I should do that now while I'm thinking about it. Yes, I think I will. Let's go down to this edge. Now I just lost all sound in my earphones, so well, we'll have to go without now. Alright, let's just do this edge here. That was just makes certain we don't miss too much. I might as well do this edge under the trees whilst I'm down this end. Yeah, go away. You know, I think they are jackdaws. Look at the colour of them. Certainly got grey backs to them. Don't want to run too much on that other field. Should soon be a showing, I would have thought. At least I hope so. Don't really want to keep a crop that isn't growing. I don't want to plough it in either. There we go. Sound suddenly come back in my ears again. Perhaps I'm going deaf. What? Oh, sorry. Sick joke. Yeah, there's not much of this field to do now. We won't finish that off on screen. I will let you good folks go when I finish this up again. That's normal off screen. We can actually now do like, whoa, like this. What I'm going to do is just slow my better. Just slow my cruise control down a bit. These things, you know, are better than cars now. Look at it inside. Radio. God knows what else is there. There's air conditioning. Good sound system too. Got that speakers front and rear. None down low, I know. Yeah, if we do it like this, we should. That'll probably be slightly quicker, actually. I doubt it. Oh, just makes a change. The other farmers around here will be pulling their hair out to watch me work like this. Especially old George up the road who's actually as bald as a coot. Has anybody ever wondered how that came about? Coots known to be particularly bald. When I've seen them, they've got plenty of feathers on their head. No hair, but plenty of feathers. Mind some of the other things like this. Histas and newt. I think I missed a bit here too. I did, didn't I? I've not done a very good job here. In fact, what we will do is we'll just come back and just catch that little bit. No, we won't. Only if we put it down will we catch it. Better. Yeah, can't put it where it isn't. As I've been told only too often. and I am not saying where I've been told that. Right, I think I'm going to let you good folks go while I finish this off. I say a fairly quiet episode, a little bit of ploughing, come cultivating, come general chit chat, no particular consequence. I can't see myself in my mirror. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like, and welcome all new subscribers, which have been one or two just lately. I'm amazed to see, and happy to have you all aboard. And talking about that, if you're not, you're watching this because you clicked on the wrong button, yeah, something I'm used to. How about sticking around, and to make sense you stick around, just click the subscribe button. Won't cost you anything. You can't say too many deals like that nowadays. And then ding the little bell, in which case you'll be notified every time a new video goes live, which is Monday to Friday. I refuse to use Monday through Friday. I prefer Monday to Friday, but then again I'm British. And almost proud of it. Actually, I'm proud of being a Norfolkian. More proud than I've been British, to be honest. Oh yes, where were we? Oh yes, subscribe. Subscribe or die. Oh no, just subscribe. If you've got any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, except why the hell don't you give this up? Get a real job. Look, I'm retired. This is my hobby. I do this because I enjoy doing it. I'll be playing whether I was recording or not, so I might as well record at the same time. One day I may even do a live stream. I've been playing with the idea for years. I almost done one on my birthday, but decided against it in the end. Only because I had so much to drink. I don't think it might have been a bit too entertaining, shall we say. Just leave it like that. Right, yes, I think that's it. Yeah, any comments, but shove them down in the comment section. I read everyone, and I acknowledge everyone, either with the little thumbs up thingy, or my little love it symbol. Even if there's something against me, I will still put those in, because I just like the crack, as the Irish say. Wait until we get to the end here, then we turn around and get another. And most times I reply to them. I have one or two people who I have long-standing chats to. Chris naturally stands out. And thanks, Chris, for being such a loyal supporter. And so many others too, that I won't name anymore, because it just gets, those I miss, just wonder if they're worth it. And believe me, you are worth it. It's just that I have a very bad memory. I can't remember everybody. I mainly remember Chris, Stu, and Roy quite often. Yeah, Roy quite often actually, because he tends to watch every video of his maps put out. That's what I'm doing. 3/4 of my farming sim maps are on Roy's maps at the moment. Our farming sim videos are on Roy's maps at the moment. He does tend to comment quite a bit. He's stuck on my channel. Well, I think we might actually, rather than cut it now, we've done the cut there. I'll carry on working here, and I'll come out of character about now, shall we say. Right, that was the latest episode of Family Farms. Quite a quiet one. We'll be carrying on. I'll be finishing this off. We're pretty on screen actually. It's 34 minutes we've been recording so far. I've only got about 3 or 4 more parts to do, so we might as well finish this off on screen. This is one of those farms where I would earn. If I'm working on screen, I will be doing it all myself until I can afford to get a helper. In which case, I hope that course players out at the same time. Sorry, I still do not like hired help. It's just something about it I do not like. I haven't liked it since I first come across it in Farming Sim. I know some people swear for all for hired help and some are all for course play. I'm a course play guy. And the one I really miss is GPS at the moment. And on that front, Giants are meant to be working on a version themselves. Wobster is working on one, and someone else I saw is working on one. Now, knowing Wobster's work, if he manages to crack it, his one would probably be the one I'll go for, or Giants, of course. But Wobster, I know, with his work with Realimus, is a very good scripter. And that's what we want for making a GPS mod. And you say, what about Upside Down? Well, of course, Upside Down now works for Masterbytes, who make cattle and crops. So he's obviously not going to be doing anything for Farming Sim. Oh, I missed a bit again. Hold on. Better just do that. Oh, and I have changed a couple of things on here, and I couldn't mention was I was actually doing the chat as the main character. One thing, I changed the brightness. I turned the brightness down quite a bit to about 0.7, I think is set up at the moment. I did try at 0.5, but it's far too dark. I may bring it up to about 0.8. It's in the advanced graphics section when you first load in, by the way. Onto options, I think it is graphics, and at the bottom of the advanced graphics tab. Hit that and you'll come across things like brightness, and it's actually improved the saturation bit to my mind. Does tend to make it a bit darker at 5 o'clock, so be warned. And the other thing is I am now using the vehicle, don't think it's vehicle extension, I forget what the hell he calls it now. But it's the one that puts another form of shuttling rather than Mowgli's. Mowgli's was excellent, but this has a lot more. Everything down that, around that HUD on the bottom right is from the vehicle mod. It's don't think it's on ModHub. I think I got that from GitHub. I'm not certain. Don't hound me on that one. I'm not going to put links into all of them, but basically most of the stuff I use you'll find on ModHub, PCSG, FSUK, American Eagle Modding, and GitHub. I use a lot of stuff in GitHub now. And a lot of that always beta stuff, whip stuff, so beware if you're using that. Don't expect it to work perfectly. Most of it will, 99% of it will, but that 0.1% could send you absolutely nuts. Alright, with that, that's Mermantown as we just finished. How about that? Look at that. 37 minutes roughly. Half a class. Well, perhaps not. It's Mermantown. Cheerio for now. Cheerio.